So I'm working on getting the power ran into the disconnect box outside. Gonna run it up the wall in 1 inch. Got some hard conduit, and all I had was this white flex conduit. I just spray painted it gray. Goes into a coupling and then a male. I had to ream the hole out a little bit because the 1 inch knockout is kind of in the way of the wire. So we'll just have to push everything out of the way and work around these big wires. Gonna get it mounted to the wall with these, I don't even know what these are, hangers. It's kind of awkward with this brick edge in the way, and that's one of the other reasons I don't want to put it in the back, just to give me a little bit more play. It's barely gonna hold as it is, so we'll see what happens from here. So I got the pool lights into the box. I got the main power into the box. Got that box closed up. Got all my tools cleaned up out of the way. I'm gonna backfill from about here over so I can go ahead and form up my pump pad today. I still have to catch this gutter and get it into there, but the backwash has also got to go into there, so I'm not ready to mess with that just yet. I need to think about that a little bit more. So we're gonna close this trench up, clean this, and probably call it a day. Well, it's not exactly perfect. We're gonna have to get in here and hand shape it. I don't feel like doing that today. Try to save as much of this grass, so we just need to scratch it up and throw it in the hole. But it'll be fine for a couple of days. I forgot to mention that this is supposed to be stubbed out of the ground 2-inch, not 1.5 inches, so we'll have to do all the work and then dig it back out, cut it, increase it to 2-inch on the suction side, and then decrease it, I guess, on the return side. I got my bond wire for the pool running in here. I don't want it coming up out of that. It might not be that big of a deal, so I laid it across. We'll just form right on top of it, boop, and then back over. So I'll have them pour that when they pour the pool deck and that other pad that we never did pour. We got a little progress on the steps. I'm liking this way better than. We also made some progress on the steps. We took that same melamine. It's a lot. Probably not the best thing for it, but we took some of this strapping that they sent the steel with and we cut it and hammered it down until it made like the right angle that the correct angle that we needed, and we just zap screwed it. There'll be a little bit of a ridge in our concrete, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. I haven't done the math yet on this, but I think it's probably going to be about 1.5 yards of concrete that we're going to have to fill this up with. We still need to do the bottom step. I really need to work on that Monday so I can go ahead and get the liner ordered. But this is way better looking and way stronger than what we were doing. If you'll notice, I'm sure we'll make this all the same video, but we had bracing coming across and I couldn't really get my stakes in the ground because of this hard rock. So when we got like the 20th bag in, I guess, it blew out. So we had to hammer it all the way down. Luckily we didn't go that far, so we'll have a little bit of an ugly edge right there at the bottom, but wall foam's gonna hide that. At least the top will be nice and secure. We'll throw some more rebar in it. We've got some gravel coming. I'm gonna backfill this part with gravel. No sense in throwing unnecessary concrete in there. It's not gonna hurt the structure of it. I don't think we'll throw any gravel along the back. I mean, it's really not gonna matter. At the end of the day, we're gonna have a concrete buggy that's just gonna dump it right in, and we'll have the finishers do it while they're pouring. One thing to notice with these lights is we have these little, they come with these little face plates stuck onto that cover. Jeez Louise. So they come with these little face plates, but I took it off for some reason and the light pulled back. So now I got to figure out how to get the light out of there. Sometimes some needle nose pliers will work. I think it's, 1-inch thread, so if I get a 1-inch male adapter and glue it on a piece of pipe, I might be able to screw it on and pull it out. I mean, I can't get my finger in there. He didn't even pull that hard, so I don't know why I did that. So that's something else you got to keep an eye on when you're pulling these, and just try to avoid if at all possible. So we got to get this trench filled in so that we can get the concrete buggy through here when it's time to pour. So I'd like to get that knocked out today. We've started over here on the right side by putting the backwash pipe in. I didn't want it over on the left side, even though the pump's going to be over there, because I don't want, when you backwash, water to come out of the gutter spout. It's not going to go all the way up the gutter, but it can start leaking out and it just looks unprofessional. So we'll just run a little bit of extra pipe down. It's not the end of the world. It's not going to cost anything. So I think we're just going to try to figure this puzzle out, because it is most certainly a puzzle.